All right, we're back in on the race course. This time with the men's youth pair grand final. Right to left, 6 boats in the field. That red boat at the top of the screen on the right is Lagasse and McNally of Community Rowing. 1 lane closer is Stubbs and Powell of Los Gatos. Your leader currently is Nordby and Humbert from Triangle in lane 4. You can see they've got about a length advantage. In lane 5, it's Spear and Fortner of Canisius. In lane 6 is Dunn and Griffin of Boston College High School. And in lane 7 is Cheetham and Brown of Los Gatos, who appear to be your silver medalists at this point in the race, just past the 500-meter point and getting into the middle of that second 500 meters. Again, we've talked about it all weekend long, Lindsay, in terms of these pairs. It's a very interesting boat to row. It can be very fun from what I understand if you get it right. And if you don't, it can be somewhat not fun. As we start to see the field get a little bit closer here for the silver medal with Los Gatos, particularly Canisius and the other boat from Los Gatos, Stubbs and Powell, are starting to move up on the outside boat from Los Gatos. So 2 Los Gatos pairs in this final as they come through the 1,000-meter point. You're going to see the time start to roll through, and you can see that it's a 3-second advantage right now for Triangle.
You know, you mentioned when it goes well, it can be a ton of fun. There was an athlete I used to row with who was here at the course who once said, when you get into a pair, when it goes well, you have a new best friend. When it doesn't go so well, it's quite the opposite. Never forgot that comment, because it is quite true. When you get in these boats, sometimes you take off from the first stroke from the dock and you just click. You just match. And that's just something that coaches, that's what you would hope for as a coach. It's certainly what you would hope for as an athlete, and then you can build from that solid platform from there. Sometimes you don't quite click and then you have to figure it out. Sometimes you never quite click, but you can still go very, very fast by working to get figure out little tiny things that can help you every day to get a little bit faster. And these guys at a Triangle, who knows, maybe they took the first stroke off the dock and it just clicked, and then they were able to just build the platform from there. Possibly the same with these guys from Los Gatos. You mentioned yesterday 2 pairs from the same club. Did they jump in a straight 4? Did they jump into the pairs? What helped them make that decision? Maybe it was because 2 of these guys clicked and that was the decision they made. And here they are looking at this, speaking of Los Gatos, looking at the foreground here. They are still in second place, but being currently charged hard by that Canisius pair that we did see prove some speed out of the semifinals on Friday. They are clearly in third place out of Canisius, and they are about a half length back from that leader pair, or the current second place pair out of Los Gatos. And as I say that, it looks like that Canisius pair is charging and cutting into that lead even more, but it is still Triangle crossing into the last 500, currently sitting in first place by a comfortable margin.
Yeah, 500 meters to go with 2 boat lengths of open water. Triangle's got to feel pretty good about where they sit in this race. They're going to play defense at a minimum all the way through and try to take home a trophy to the Research Triangle in North Carolina as they continue to sort of just make sure that they're doing everything they can to maintain clear water. It's clearly Canisius now in second place. They're holding on to a silver medal position. The boat that's really been moving quite a bit is Boston College High School in that dark boat, sort of in the center of the screen. They've brought it to almost level now with Los Gatos, who was sitting in second place almost the whole way. The boat at the bottom of the screen, closest to the beach coming down. And you can see that bow charging from Boston College High School. So at 500 meters to go, really even before that by about 200 meters, the last 300 or 400 meters, Boston College High School has really turned it up. They've turned up their speed. They've decided to go. It's the last race of the season. They're rowing for the medals here in the men's pair.
And that early charge that Boston College High put in there put the pressure on Canisius because they nearly got to them. Can they keep the steering under control so that they can really go for it? Sometimes one rower might have to power up, power down to help with the steering, and that can kind of throw you off your game here as we get into these really challenging portions from a stability standpoint, let alone anything else, simply because the fatigue is set in, but the adrenaline is rushing. And that early charge that Boston College High helped them out, got them past Los Gatos, but Canisius responded and pushed back out to about a length, got broken open water there, and it is from start to finish. The guys at a Triangle here, open water ahead of Canisius, and in Third place behind them is that dark-colored hull out of Boston College High, followed by Los Gatos in the foreground, followed by the other Los Gatos entry in the background, and in the red hull on the far side of the shore is CRI. So your 2022 men's youth pair national champions are the pair out of Triangle, Norby and Humbert.
Another outstanding A final here at our 2022 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championship.